everyone, and welcome to my reaction to Kaiju number 8, episode 8. Hey, it's episode 8 of Kaiju number 8. I love that. It's called Welcome to the Defense Force, which to me bodes very well, but you never know. It could just be like a trick. Like, oh, you think you should be happy and excited. Oh, you think things are gonna end well. We'll see, because last time he was in his Kaiju form and he's I forgot his name, Levi. Sorry, he gives me Levi energy. So he came face to face with him, and it's like he can't even turn his back to run away without risking his life. So everyone was like saying, oh, he should just say and hope for the best. But we don't know what could happen. So we're gonna find out today. I love that you say that. Really? Oh, that's because you love Levi. So, but it's nice, Attack on Titan is over. It's gone. It's done. Forever. It's nice to have a Levi. It's nice to have like a shadow of Levi in our lives weekly again. I will wait until the reviews to throw in my 2 cents. Okay. But just don't take what I say too hard too much. It's the haircut or the eyes or the energy. I don't know what it is, but it's not exactly. But he just gives me that kind of... Maybe I'm just missing Levi too much. Okay, in the live chat, we have Cherry, Zeral, Basilisk, Luke, Modru, Hunter, Tiago, Mike. Shout out to Dark Shadow. He's having dinner. Hunter. Anyone else? Ray is here. If I missed anyone, well, thank you for being here. And if you're on YouTube, thank you for watching my reaction. Let's go. Let's go! That stance. Yeah, you can't. Defense only. Wow. His core! It's where the human heart is located. That's a good sign, right? More or less. On the inside, though. Whoa, the sound effect for that was very... What is it with air pressure attacks? Or something? Whoa, what you can't. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Break his weapon, but don't punch him. Gone. Oh, I love the way he did that with his hair. Look. Like it went... That's good. So it's not going to happen the way I thought, maybe. But maybe it still will happen because the title... Aw, Kairi. Aw. There's an interesting dilemma in a sense. Like, yes, we know what he wants to do in the defense force, but truth be told, he has a wealth of information. Like, the amount of... If he did allow them to do some, normal like experiments to a certain degree. Imagine the strides that they can make in like regeneration technology or whatever, like regeneration tech and stuff. I mean, that's not to say that it's his responsibility just because this bad thing happened to him that now he has to forfeit his freedom and hand himself over to them for experiments and whatnot. But to some extent, it's at least something to consider from his perspective. Like, there's many ways in which you can help. Like, he knows so much about kaiju. He has a certain way of helping, and this is another way that he also could maybe help. But it's just something to consider, not something he has to do. Maybe they could work out a deal. In fact, he didn't want to attack you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, I love his reaction there, isn't it so cute? Oh, look at his little face. I don't know why, but he's probably like a full-grown adult, but somehow I want to adopt him as one of my sons. That's scary. I think it's rare you see the sneaky-eyed characters to get lots of different emotions so quick upon introduction. It's a nice change. No. 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 Rest in peace. Oh! He couldn't shoot him, so he ate him? Yeah. Oh! Pakan! I love his teeth. Look how they're so spiky. Oh. Whoa. There is not. We could never serve less than the finest at a party organized by Haruichi. Is this Haruichi? Lucky. Yeah. Ooh. So he's a butchan. Yeah, I also instantly drooled when I saw that meat. I'm just like... Yakiniku, let's go. Whoa. Kanpai! I just have tea though. You see, you know you love someone when you can fight like this and still be friends at the end of the day. See, Butchan! I bet they got the sound because they didn't want to take over the family business. Psycho! I want the psycho meal too! What? What? Did he hear that you had a good meal? That's what did you hear? Today's meal was incredible. Did he hear that? Did he hear you compliment the chef? Am I missing something? Oh. Yay! Aww. Aww. So cute. But... Wa shy. Wa shy. Wa shy. Wa shy. So cute. She does, of course. Don't do that! Don't do that! Bibita, indeed. Wow. I feel like something bad's gonna happen after all this good stuff. Training in the training room? I knew that. Says you. The nipple pee, I didn't even see that. Did he pee through his nipple? I didn't even see. I was just looking at his face, Kafka's face. So tell him. At some point, he's gonna have to tell him. Otherwise, he's gonna get his head sliced. Give it, give it. So someone said that confirmed that the yo is like short for ryokai. Yo. Huh? Damn, air superiority could be a problem. A big problem. But they'll handle it. She's got a giant cannon after all, like... They must have more, you know. They must have something to deal with that. Roll call of the week. Where are you watching from? That's... You have to say my name if you want to do the roll call. Otherwise, you cannot catch me in your gourd. How the hell this episode got one dislike when the episode is not even released? You know. It's got 12,100 likes though, so... Those 70 people, let them have their anger for whatever. I don't know. Hoshina's so fine. Similar aesthetics with Levi, only a bit taller. Taller, are we sure? Even though he has a silly, chaotic energy compared to Levi, he gives off a vibe that reminds me of him. Maybe it's the bold hair and fighting style with two swords position in the squad / protecting not only civilians but also his colleagues. Yeah. That's why I was like, there's a lot of him that's not like Levi, but he just gives me that kind of feeling in terms of intensity. And I think it is the design, like just the hairstyle. And Levi doesn't have those eyes, but there's just something. But it's in a good way. Definitely taller. Not that difficult since Levi is 1'6". But they both look short to me. The thing is, I never really noticed how short Levi is until he stood next to someone. And it's similar with him. It's like, I haven't really been looking. With all the well-deserved hype Crunchyroll is giving the show, I hope we get profile pictures because I want the Reno Ichikawa profile picture so bad. Also, Vice Captain versus Kafka about to go crazy. Iron Man, why? Why are people even upvoting that? That's so, like, there has to be, like, it's the lid for being dumb. But what frustrates me more is that it's upvoted. Like, who? Why? The fight was animated so smoothly. This one's from Crazy Yandere Witch, which I didn't say witch twice. I wanted to say this. Crazy Yandere Witch is a commenter whose comments I really like a lot of times on Crunchyroll. I see their comments on lots of seasonals, and I always feel like they have interesting things to say. This fight was animated so smoothly. I love the purple accents they gave Hoshina's weapon. That was really cool. Goofballs like Hoshina are amazing when they finally decide to get serious. You know, the goofball energy, I like that he's light and fun, but his intensity, for some people, his goofballness is what's at the forefront, and then he has intensity in the background. But for me, it's the intensity that's at the front, and the goofballness that's just like a little accent, if that makes sense. It's kind of strange though. Kafka was solely focused on defense and escape. Most kaiju would attack in this kind of situation. How come Hoshina didn't seem to notice that Kafka wasn't fighting back? He did notice. He very clearly said that. He got a funny feeling in the fight. Didn't he like very clearly say that though? He was thinking about it right there at the end. He was sitting there and then she took a picture of him because he was contemplating like there was something weird about the fight. Yeah, I definitely think he knew, but he doesn't have that much time to give. I think his focus is this kaiju got away and it was because of my mistake. So his focus is just to, next time if he's faced with this kaiju, he has to be able to kill it. Just in case. Because his first and forefront concern is keeping the people that, his colleagues safe. And that's why a little part of me wishes that Kafka would tell him. I'm not sure his reaction yet, but I kind of trust him enough to not just, attack Kafka indiscriminately. I don't know. It's tough. All in favor for Kafka Oji-san totally destroying Hoshina this episode. This better be good. It's the 8th episode of Kaiju number 8. Sometimes the comments confuse me nowadays because this episode, that people can comment before the episode actually airs. So some of these comments, I think, they were posted early before the episode even aired. So people were like looking forward to the fight between them, which is interesting. If I could differentiate between early comments, like live comments before it was airing or while it was airing versus comments, afterwards. It's an interesting thing that Crunchyroll has been doing, but I think people at least stopped complaining about it and always crying about it in the comments. He should tell his bae. I don't know about her. At this point, she seems like one of those, her sense of duty might override anything else. And maybe she would be worried about being biased, so she would double down on her duty. What is her duty? To kill him. So she'd be so worried that she's biased, she'd actually push more the other way. Whereas Hoshino, I think, might be able to consider things from a different perspective, but I'm not sure about that because I don't know him that well. I really liked, was it Reno's character. He was so funny. And I like that they said, oh, thank goodness it was Reno, But there at the end, that was nerve-wracking. This is scary, right? This is kind of, the style of this monster, kind of reminiscent of Jujutsu Kaisen a bit, right? I hate how it has like 2 rows of teeth, and one is like this normal but the way too many teeth, and this other one is like shark teeth but not the same as cute Reno teeth, Like it looks like He looks like an inside-out monster. I'm not sure because I don't know him well enough, but I'm with you. I feel like Hoshina's the type who would leave Kafka be, but wouldn't hesitate to kill him if he seemed like he'd lose control. Exactly. But it's up to Kafka to figure it out himself who he's willing to tell and why and when. I am looking forward to it though, you know, like when he can go more full out. He doesn't have to worry about hiding his identity. That's going to be fun to watch. But man, these episodes kind of feel like 5 minutes. That makes sense. She even made him do push-ups for calling her name, even though they're the only ones in the room. Yeah, but that I wonder if that's... No, that's maybe like her personality. But it could also be for his sake, because if he does that, because he clearly has this habit of calling her Mina, or what's her name? Yeah, Mina. And she's trying to break the habit so that it doesn't happen, because this is the second time it's happened. But also it could just be, I don't know. That could mean a lot of things. Or it could say various things about her character. Do you mean Iharu's reaction in the hospital? I love that as well. And I also love how he cares more about how cool the kaiju was and was commenting it even if it's a kaiju. And he was telling everyone about it at the party. Did you hear? He said something about, because in the hospital he told them how he punched the thing's head off, and then at the party he also said something about punching her head off. Even the other kaiju number 9 reminds me of those special curses in Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh, a little bit. No, this reminds me of, this guy reminds me of Chainsaw Man. The other one reminds me of Jujutsu Kaisen. This one is more Chainsaw Man-esque. Yes. It's the mouth and the inside outness. But you're right, the kaiju number 8 is more Jujutsu Kaisen curse-like. And it's not that I'm comparing them in any kind of, like, as if it's just, you know, like how isekai will have certain elements in common. Like there's always the blonde elf or this or that. It's kind of like that. It seems to me like the way that isekai is its own kind of thing, there's becoming more kind of like kaiju type monster stories, if that makes sense. Maybe. I don't know if that's already a thing in and of itself. But kaiju specifically is cool to me because, you know, it's based on like Godzilla and Mothra and all those kinds of kaiju, but big monster things. So I do like the fact that we're getting a story that's actually called kaiju, and it's not just about, you know, one big monster like Godzilla or something, but it's about all these different kinds of monsters and the aftermath. You know, that's how Kafka was introduced. He's one of the ones that cleans up afterwards, because it's always like you think, okay, we want Godzilla to be defeated, but then who cleans up? That's why Godzilla -1 is such a great title, because Japan was already at 0 and then -1, so it was even less because of a new tragedy. And then even like if the Godzilla was defeated, I mean all the guts and innards and everything lying everywhere, that could create a whole new plague of disease that could wipe out the entire nation. So, you know, even the cleanup is such an important aspect of it. So I like that it's included, at least at the start of this show, you know? Okay, but anyway, I don't want to ramble on for too long. The episode felt like it was 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I would score it, compared to the last episode, I would say it's, you know, it was more like a wind down type episode, but the beginning and the end was very strong. The party in between was nice. It's like an 8 for the first part, a 7. No, an 8.5 for the first part. It went by so fast though. 8.5, 7, and 8.5, 7.5, and a 9. Those are my mixed feelings on parts of the episode. So if I worked out an average, it's an 8.333333333, and I would say around 8.5, 8.3, 8.5. Compared to the other episodes, you know, I have high standards now for it, because we have 2 10s already and a 9. So I would say an 8.3 is accurate for today's episode. Although, if I were to watch it again, maybe I'd feel I could give it an 8.5. But for now, I'm going to go with an 8.3. Cherry says 10 out of 10. I enjoyed every bit. Comedy, character interactions, Hoshina, visuals. And the fight at the beginning was amazing. Whoa, that's very cool to me because I remember when we just started it, you weren't like fully feeling the show yet. So it's really cool to hear you gave the episode a 10. But I was fully feeling the show right from the start. And I have like a 9, 10, 8.3, 10, 8.6, 8.6, and a 9.1. So I feel like right now I'm comparing even the hype moments to itself, like to other episodes that made me feel really excited. And I feel like what I really liked from a lot of the other episodes was the build up towards, you know, hype and stuff. Whereas this one, you know, because of how it ended last time, it jumped straight into it. Then it had a lull, and then it was building again. And the character interactions, I don't know. I've just had the, like, from this show, they always do so great with it. So it's like every time it needs to match that exactly or improve. So this one felt to me like it's almost there, but not entirely. Yeah. The episode kind of setting up flags, making me feel like something bad is going to happen to Hoshina in the future. I got that feeling too, but honestly, it could be anyone. This is just that kind of show. Bad things could happen too. Like, even the blonde, not the blonde, the silver-haired guy. Like, last episode I was worried about him. Now I'm worried about Hoshina. I've been worried about the Mina. What about that blue-haired guy? He seems to be more important than we initially thought. The Bochan. So it's planting a lot of good seeds, but that's why it's an 8.3, because it's only the planting part, but it's due to episodes like this that other episodes can be 9s and 10s. So in the end, I will look at things from an overall perspective when I do a final score. I didn't get into it at all at the start. Now I'm fully invested in the characters, but that makes sense. I noticed that I really need lovable characters to fully enjoy a show. And I remember you felt like maybe at the beginning, it reminded you a lot of Attack on Titan, right? And maybe you just needed it to set itself apart first before you felt like you could invest your time into it. Like you were just waiting for it to show, okay, wait, this is what makes it different. This is what makes it unique and good. And I feel like this could either take a really dark turn or be a typical shonen where they overcome the difficulties. It's tough because we have darker shonen. I feel like Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen fulfill a darker aspect. And this one, I wouldn't mind if this one took a lighter approach. You know, we don't need everyone to die all the time. We know what real life is like. We know who die in real life. But we'll see. I think it's gonna set itself apart in many ways. But yeah, how dark it's willing to get, we'll have to wait. But I do like that it has, like, the comedy is really peak and the hype. Not a lot of shows get me as hype as this one does. It just feels fun, you know? A strong 9 for me. I'm really loving the characters, their interactions, and how we are getting to see their relationships develop. The blue-haired guy seems he has an interesting backstory, so I really enjoyed it. Now that I think about it, you're right. Now that the anime set itself apart from Attack on Titan, I feel free to like it. Bernard also says, I will give it a 9 rating. Modru gave it a 9.5. I think that's everyone's messages. So let me say goodbye in the video here. Hanku needs to edit, and then I'll say goodbye in the stream as well. It was fun, and I'll see you, next Saturday. So join me live on Twitch if you want to watch.